Hey, hey, hey. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the Zella channel! I'm trying to get used to doing it with my sweet mates around. Anyways, today we are going to be watching ZACK D films. I love ZACK D films. I think he has one of the best short form content on YouTube. He is top 5. Top 10? No, top 5. It's addictive just watching his channel and just scrolling through his shorts. They're both educational and interesting. So I love watching them. They're great. I haven't watched him in a while because I've been a little bit busy with school. But we're gonna watch the latest videos he has done. We're gonna see how weird and wacky they truly are. Yo, I changed the angle so that it looks a little bit better. I never reacted to stuff in my headphones. I don't want to be too loud. So headphones it is. ZACK D Films, I love him to death. If there was no ZACK D Films, it's just gonna be over. It's done. Imagine if I had fish lens. That would be so weird. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, go.
Rest the bottom stick between the nook of your thumb and your ring finger, gripping it lightly to keep it still. Next, hold the other one like a paintbrush, using your thumb, index, and middle finger for ultimate precision. When you move your fingers up, the top stick tilts open, while your thumb acts as a hinge. At the same time, tension between your thumb and ring finger keep the bottom one in place. And when you bring your fingers down again, you can lightly grip the food before popping it into your mouth. But if you try to also move the bottom stick, the tendons in your ring finger would be too weak to control it, meaning you could end up dropping your food.
Oh, that's actually pretty interesting because I move the bottom when I try to use chopsticks. So it's saying not to do that. Okay. Don't move the bottom chopstick, y'all. Just move the top. I used to use those kitty ones until I was 13 because it was just too hard. Now I kind of wing it a bit and sometimes it works, but sometimes I drop it. What can you really do, I suppose? I'm so weird. I love it.
The letter arrived just days after they bought the home, and at first it seemed to be a welcome to the neighborhood. But as the man kept reading, the hairs on his neck stood up. "Do you know what lies inside the walls?" the letter asked. It was signed by the Watcher, who claimed to have observed the house for decades. And now this person was watching the new owners and their 3 children. Over the next few weeks, more letters arrived, telling the couple that if—
What you gonna do if you get a letter like this? You calling the cops? You don't even know where it's from.
Are you calling the cops?
children played in the basement, no one would hear them scream. It also said they would be watching the family through the windows, but despite security systems, police, and private detectives on the case, the Watcher was never found. After 6 months of terror, the family finally put the house up for sale and left.
Dang. What if someone was lying and really just didn't want them in the house? That's kind of crazy. Imagine you were scared all this time and your neighbor just didn't want you there, so they were pretending to send mail to your house.
They gave a baby a rat to play with, but then struck a steel bar behind him, making him cry. They did it again, and every time the rat appeared, the noise followed. You see, the scientists were training the baby's brain to connect the rat with the loud, scary sound. And after a while, just seeing the rat made him cry. This also caused him to fear other white objects and things with fur. This showed the researchers that fear could be taught, but the baby left the hospital before their study was finished, meaning they never got the chance to undo the fear they had created.
So this boy gonna be afraid of white furry things for the rest of his life? This is why I hate these experiments on these children. And now he gonna be scared forever because of some psychological trauma they inflicted on him. Come on, scientists. Scientists are important. They're important, but it's just really sad. This poor child. Let's look through the comments. Scientists just casually traumatizing a child to be afraid of fur. Yeah, because now he's not going to be able to wear no white furry stuff. He's not going to like blankets. He's not going to like furry coats. Damn, he's not. What if someone has a white rug in their house? Who the hell would let their baby become an experiment object? Maybe they gave her money. Some people be selling their children for money. That poor baby. What's his name? The little Albert experiment? Poor Albert. Poor Albert.
She escaped her abusive boyfriend, taking her puppy with her to a hotel.
Aww.
But since she worked 12-hour days, the puppy got bored and chewed through the pipes. When the hotel manager found out, he told her to get rid of the puppy or they would both be kicked out. With no other option, she called an Uber to the vet, planning to get the dog put down. But when the driver found out, she called her husband, and they both agreed to adopt the puppy instead, saving his life and giving him the home he deserved.
That hotel person was
Sick.
You gotta get rid of the dog or you're both out. It says who in the world would put down a puppy for acting like a puppy? That's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna chew stuff. Even though I'd be mad when my puppy was chewing stuff. One time my puppy chewed my new AirPods I got. So I was mad at my puppy for that. And it was in the case. But the puppy got in my room and like knocked out the AirPods out the case and chewed them up. They didn't work after that. Just know I cried a lot and my mother was very mad at me. Now me and my puppy got bad blood.
As you grab the statue and pull, it would stretch like a slinky for dozens of feet. And this is because these sculptures are made by taking a sheet of paper and painting on thin strips of glue through a metal grate. And when the next sheet is placed on top, the grate is shifted slightly, making an alternating glue pattern when it's put together. And this is repeated thousands of times until there's multiple stacks. Then squiggly shapes are cut out with a spinning blade and glued on top of each other to form a blocky head. Finally, it's shaved down and smoothed with sandpaper, giving a lifelike statue you can pull apart. Just try not to drop it.
Nah, I make paper sculptures, but not like that. I never knew how that worked. Now I know how it works. Thanks, ZACK D Films. Love you.
He applied to be a manager at the sewage company after working there for 2 years. But instead of thanking him for his hard work, they just rejected him. So he ripped the equipment from the office and shoved it into his car. He drove to nearly 50 different sewage pumps as he hacked the systems he once built. This sent massive floods of poop into the nearby rivers, turning the water black and killing all the fish. It took days to clean up the mess, but he was eventually caught and sent to prison.
This is what we don't do. Rejection equals redirection, not you gotta create protection. Cause look, you put poop in the water, now people had to clean it out, and now look at you. You're not getting no job now cause you in jail. You see, people need to think the consequences of what will happen in the future cause you got rejected from the job. Now it's gonna be even harder for you to get a job cause you got, I don't know what, a felony or something. You were in jail. And that's gonna be on your record. Think, come on.
He shaved the head, then began to tattoo a message directly onto his servant's scalp. After that, he rubbed a special paint into the wounds to color it. He then waited until his hair grew out completely, covering the tattoo. The servant was then sent to his allies, who shaved his head again, revealing the hidden message about the plans to rebel.
So, was there not any paper or paper? Nada?
He wrote, "I am awake" in his journal, and just a few seconds later, he wrote it again. Each time he felt like he was waking up for the very first time. You see, when he was in his 40s, a virus had attacked the part of his brain that saves facts and memories, causing his mind to reset every 5 to 30 seconds. He could still pour a cup of coffee, but he would forget it was sitting right in front of him. When he met a new person, he would greet them again just a few seconds later, as if it was for the first time. Now, he could still sit down at a piano and play beautifully, That's because he still remembered all the skills he learned before he got sick. And the virus didn't damage his emotional memory, so every time his wife walked into the room, he hugged her with tears, because to him, it always felt like they had been apart for years.
Oh, that's so sweet. This poor man doesn't deserve this cruel fate. No, he does not. Poor guy. This what Dory have to suffer through? Well, at least he got someone who can, like his wife, like he has someone who can help him. That's sweet in and of itself. So, forgetting something every 5 to 30 seconds? How is he doing stuff? 5 to 30 seconds? When he go to the bathroom, he just peeing over and over again?
She poured concrete straight into the storm pipe at the edge of her yard, and the wet cement hardened inside, sealing the pipe so water couldn't flow
why
through.
she do that?
You see, that pipe was part of the neighborhood's draining system, carrying rainwater underground to a nearby pond where it could collect. But the woman claimed that the drain was eating away at her yard and causing sinkholes. Once the pipe was sealed, the water had nowhere to go. Eventually, it pooled on the street, flooding her neighbors' yards and sidewalks. And the puddles became a breeding ground for huge swarms of mosquitoes. Officials ruled that she caused the problem, ordering her to fix it or be fined $300 for each day it remained blocked.
Yeah, I'll be cheering with the people. Yeah, cause why are you doing that? Your yard wasn't getting that messed up. Calm down, lady. You ruined it for yourself and everyone else. She was a Karen. Okay, we're gonna watch 2 more.
They held the goldfish over the tank before dropping it in as food. But instead of being eaten, it managed to escape, slipping into a drainage pipe. It swam until it reached a filtration tank, and even though it was pitch black inside, the fish was finally safe. It survived by eating scraps of food that passed through the filter, and for the next 7 years, it lived there alone. When workers finally opened the tank to clean it, they found the goldfish, which had grown to be 10 inches long. And to honor it, they gave it a real tank, where aquarium visitors could visit the fish who escaped death.
Period. Underdog rose to the top. Now look at it. It's 10 inches. Can't beat that, huh? Yeah, I love a good underdog story. I love underdogs. What did this person say? I can now consider the phrase survival instincts of a goldfish to be a compliment. Wait, who telling her that? Period. Okay, last one.
She thought it was a runny nose, but the clear liquid was not mucus. You see, 2 years earlier, she got into a car crash, hitting her head on the dashboard. This broke the thin bone between her brain and her sinuses, and the fluid filling her skull started to leak out, which she thought was just a runny nose. Soon, she was losing 2 cups of fluid a day, until doctors finally found the hole. They took fat from her belly and plugged it, finally allowing her to live normally.
So she wasn't dying? 2 cups of fluid each day? Oh my god, because it was like for 2 years, no? Like once you lose fluid, don't you die? Okay, let's end it there. That was ZACK D Films. I could watch ZACK D Films all day, every day. ZACK D Films, ZACK D Films, ZACK D Films, ZACK D Films. Love ZACK D Films. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna continue to do this. I like making videos. I like it. I like it. Hey, I like it. Hey. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. If you know the song, you know the song. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed and you subscribe to ZACK D Films. And hey. Ho, ho, ho. Goodbye to the Zilla channel! I'm still not at my peak volume when I scream that. Because I'm still so nervous. We'll get there though. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all.